Okay, well, this was an episode.
Called Emma
Eats Darren's ass.
Eats
Whoa.
Darren's ass.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Welcome to Cue the Mic. I'm the longshoreman, Darren Worth.
And I'm the shoreman, Randy Twyford.
And I'm just Emma Derflinger, and this is episode 93.
And we're going to talk like sailors.
No, I don't even know what that would be.
A lot of cussing.
Okay, well, we do that anyway.
I was going to say, I was thinking the same thing. We pretty well got that dicked anyway.
I could I can search words on the podcast when I'm doing part of the editing process, and I could look up one episode and just see how many times we swear. Actually, I might even take a gander, because there was one episode where we said between you two, I feel like we said the F-bomb well over 20 times.
That's it?
Yeah.
It's kind of short.
Give me a number between 91 and 92.
18.
37.
Okay. 37, I think we'll have more luck, because I think 18 doesn't exist anymore.
What do you mean?
It's too far in our archives that I can't pull it without. Oh, so is 37. I lied. I'll just pick a random one. How's that sound?
Boy, people listening to this are going, what in the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck are they doing?
Jesus, Emma, you got to do this research before the show.
Sorry, guys. Well, normally, I don't know what we're
So while she's doing her research, Darren, let's you and I chat a little bit.
Let's chat.
You'd said something about you had somebody give you a review.
Oh, it wasn't a review. This was a classic. This happened, I believe, on Sunday. This was a classic. So Saturday night, we pulled. You've heard me talk a lot about our OSWO inventory theory, right? The LIFO, FIFO. For those,
right,
you got LIFO, last in, first out. You got FIFO, first in, first out. Two very popular inventory methods. Or at Smokey D's, we have the OSWO, oh shit, we're out inventory method.
And I think that's what a lot of restaurants have.
Yeah. So evidently on Saturday night, we didn't have our eye on the ball, and back up, we were really busy. Okay, which I guess we're very blessed. We were a Saturday night in January, and we were getting murdered, right? So our business was up 20% for the day.
Out of curiosity, what item was up the most of that 27%? Do you know offhand?
I don't. Okay. But I know, let's just say it got to be 7:00 and we ran out of ribs.
Well, that was my question. The other question I was going to ask, do you feel like ribs were big...
If we're gonna run out of something, usually it's ribs. Right.
Just because of the process.
Because of the process, and you almost try and run out of ribs at the end of the night, because we all know that leftover ribs you can't throw them away. You can't put them in the beans, even though people say they do. You got to get a process down to whatever. So anyway, we try and keep ribs on a really tight ship. Well, when your volumes are way up, especially during a time period, so your volumes may be the same during the day, but all of a sudden when your dinner period, ribs are way up or volumes are way up, you're kind of screwed, right? Well, what happened was we're going along and we're running out of ribs, but we don't get our online ordering shut off in time. So we've sold ribs we don't have.
Ooh.
Okay, which is kind of a no-no, and that's just somebody really not paying attention in the mayhem. And so we didn't get it shut off. Well, we only had one customer that ordered ribs, that shows up for the ribs and we didn't have them. Okay, because a lot of times there's really no easy way to do that, because you can't just put an inventory item in your POS for ribs, because, you know, we don't just sell a rack of ribs. We sell a 1 bone, a 2 bone, a 3 bone, a 4 bone, a half rack, or whatever. So it's just, it's tough.
Might as well just sell a 5 bone.
It's not easy thing to do. So customer shows up, ordered a rack of ribs, and we said, "Hey, sorry, we're out of ribs. Would you like
us to?" They
had
already pre-ordered it.
They pre-ordered it online.
Okay.
Would you like us to refund you the money, or could we get you something else? And it was a husband, and he goes, "You know what? I tell you what. Instead of refund the money, why don't you give me a brisket sandwich? And why don't you just give me another 1/3 pound of brisket?" And we said, "Okay, well, you got a couple more dollars. Well, give me a couple cookies." Okay. And that made up the difference. And husband, happy as could be. Everything was fine. No big problem. So, no big problem. Till he gets home.
Oh, jeez.
Mama's not happy.
Oh, boy.
Mama calls in and starts chewing on the front of the house. "Manager, how could you run out of ribs?" "Well, sorry, didn't get them shut off. Your husband was just in here. We offered to refund the ribs, but, you know, it was his choice. He decided." "Why didn't you just refund the ribs?" "Well, because we offered your husband to refund the ribs. Why don't you talk to your husband?" On and on and on. Wants a full refund for the entire $60 meal.
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. You're not getting a full refund, but you know what? I tell you what, we did screw up. We'll send you a $5 gift card for your next time in. Right? Now, if it was Sherry and I, we would have sent her a gift card with 2 cents on it.
Right.
Just so she would have seen our 2 cents worth. But anyway, so all goes on. So here comes Sunday. I see the note in the manager log about sending the 5 cent, whatever. So here comes Sunday afternoon. I get an email. The email starts, "I do not want to talk to a manager. I want to talk to an owner," telling me the story about, "I cannot believe I ordered ribs and you just gave me a brisket sandwich for the same money in return. I demand a callback." And I said, I demand a callback. So I sent her back. I wasn't calling her. I sent her back an email. And I said, "Well, if that's the case and you didn't get it, I will check into it. I'd be mad too. Let me just check into it and I'll get back with you." I was very nice, cordial. And so I called and went to my sister in accounting, and she was sitting right there with me. Actually, we were at a family dinner. And she goes, "That's not the case at all," told me. And I talked to the manager and like, "Yeah, that wasn't the case at all." So I went back to the gal and I said, "Well, I've got the facts now. You know, here's the deal. We offered to refund it, but your husband, and here's what you got. So you kind of need to talk to your husband." But I think we were more than fair. She replies back, "Thanks." Okay. Double exclamation point.
That's what that was.
Which is fine.
Fuck you.
Doesn't matter. You can see she's already starting it. So anyway, about a half hour later, here comes the next email. "I cannot believe," just total went off. And then proceeds to tell me that her husband had had 2 surgeries that week, had been under sedation and shouldn't have been making decisions.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, why did he come pick up the meal? Why was he even operating a vehicle?
Shouldn't have been making decisions. And I can't believe, and I expect you, and in the same sentence, she's telling me that there wasn't an extra enough meat. She she told me about I should read it, but she's like, I can't believe you gave me extra meat, but there wasn't very much extra meat. But then in the same sentence, my daughter questioned why you would give us extra meat and not send an extra bun. Well, your husband ordered a brisket sandwich, but then he ordered an extra 3rd pound of meat. He didn't order another brisket sandwich. So it's just contradicting herself all the way along, right? Just all this stuff there. And I'm like, okay, what am I? Okay. And finally I read it I'm like, okay, what do I? Okay, just don't even, and after expert advice, Amanda, don't respond, Darren. Just don't even respond. You're not going to win the battle.
No.
You're not going to win. Don't even respond. Because I was just waiting for her to go out and leave the 1-star reviews so that I could get out on Google and tell the real story to the world and make Karen, wasn't her name, but that's who she was. And I mean, when you bring out her husband's sedation shouldn't be, I'm like, and in my last response, I was like, well, if you talk to your husband who made, and your husband, and your husband, and I kept capitalizing it. I'm like, if you're not happy with the way your husband, why don't you talk to your husband, because he's the one that was very happy with, we offered to refund the ribs to start off with.
Right.
But he's the one that said, oh, no, just here, let's just make up the difference and give me this and this and this. But
he ate that brisket in his car by himself before he walked into that house because he needed to take the edge off because he knew he was going to walk into a war zone.
How would you like to live with that?
God, that's...
Make a long day, wouldn't it?
Oh, it was just a fun...
You got to take the high road, but it's the people that just feel like they're entitled.
That's the kind that just makes you
really
wonder why you own restaurants.
Yeah.
Right? Those are the kind of people.
Because you can't talk any sense to them.
No, there's no sense. And I'll do anything for anybody to make it right. Right? I will. If you call up and say, man, I kind of feel like I got screwed here. Right? Mm-hmm. You know, and I just don't feel like, and just be civilized to me. I'll do anything in the world.
And probably more than you should.
And way more than I should. But if you're going to come after me like that,
be a dick.
They always say the customer's always right. That is not true in my book.
Nope.
That doesn't apply. That doesn't apply.
I would agree with you.
It's just a crazy thing. You know, I mean, I talked to my server the other day when we got a 1-star review at the Jam, and the guy talked about being rude, and he gave the server, and she was really rude and whatever. And she came up to me and she goes, I heard about that 1-star review. I was so nice to that guy, and he was just the biggest dick to me. And I'm like, hey, Ronnie, I know it's impossible for you to be rude. It's just impossible. Yeah. I just know. That's why I didn't say a word to you. I didn't say a word. I didn't respond to the guy. It's just part of the game. It's just part of the business. Because some people aren't just going to be happy. And it was really that he had ordered fried chicken, and he got chicken fried steak. And she heard it evidently as chicken fried steak instead of chicken fried chicken.
That's probably because that's what he said.
That's probably what he said. And we could have made it right within 3 minutes, but he didn't have time for 3 minutes to make it again.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have time.
Probably took 9 years to eat it.
But I'm at a dine-in restaurant, but I don't have time for that? Really?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Started off with a blood boiler.
Let's just say it all. Customers suck. No, they don't.
They don't.
No,
they don't. They're really good.
They don't.
I've had a lot of customer. I've been in the dining room a lot this week.
That's good.
I've been to the dining room a lot this week. Yeah, I had a lot of great conversations with customers. And you know, the one thing I've heard from a lot of customers, especially at the Jam this week.
What?
Everybody tells me, oh, by the way, Randy, guess who I ran into this morning?
Oh, God.
Well, first I get a message today. A good old Southern Illinois buddy of yours sends me a message, and then his wife shows up for breakfast this morning. Oh, Denny McGilligan.
Oh, my God, Dennis. Oh, my God. Well, I think he lives in Des Moines or something, doesn't he? Or Ankeny?
Well, he lives in Des Moines and lives in Florida.
Oh, he lives both places.
They have a summer place in Norwalk, and they have a winter. Well, the rest of the year they live down in the Panhandle.
Okay, so he must be retired.
Yeah, yeah, he was at the Pork Congress. But anyway, his lovely bride, I got to talk to her for about a half hour.
Yeah, she's nice.
Yeah, she sure is nice. But he sent me a message saying he was at Smokey D's yesterday and had great ribs and great burn ends and whatever. And I said, well, you ought to go try out the breakfast place. Don't know anything about it. So I sent it to him. And then this morning, he didn't say anything to his wife. And his wife said, hey, I want to find a place to go out to breakfast. And he didn't even say anything about it. And then he finally goes, well, maybe you ought to go try this place out.
Really?
And sure
so
enough.
The Iowa Pork Congress is going on now?
Yeah, it's going on right now.
The Illinois is going on, too, at the same time.
Huh. Interesting. Fun fact. Pork Congress.
No, it's next week. Next
week?
Yeah, because I'm thinking about taking the food truck up there and just sitting in front of the convention center.
Yeah. Yeah, take some burn ends.
See how much trouble I get into.
All them pork guys, they like burn ends.
Well, they've already ate so much pork. They like beef.
Yeah, they like beef. Fun.
But who knows? It might be 0 again. So.
Yeah, well, it won't be where I'm going to be because I'm on my way to Florida, baby.
You're southbound?
I'm southbound and down.
Good for you.
Let's see, Randy. How cold is it going to be in our neck of the woods?
It's going to be 77 in Florida.
By next week?
Yeah.
I can't get over some of those southern states getting snow.
Yeah, they deserve
New Orleans.
They always want snow. They can have it.
They got it.
So next week, we'll be in the 40s. It'll feel like summer.
There you go.
Yeah.
Won't be bad.
Yeah. After this week, it'll be great.
I might record poolside.
There you go.
Probably electrocute myself, but
probably. But yeah.
Anyway, so I was talking to Denny's. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, really.
So, Randy, go first.
How many?
How many on an average week? How many reviews or comments or anything do you get, and how many of them are good and how many of them are bad? Do you have any idea?
Question.
Review wise, I'm gonna guess I see, and this is just because I get all the Google. I only see the Google reviews come to me. I probably get on average, I'm going to guess 10 maybe through Smokey D's Google reviews that come in. Oh, lost my lighting.
It's okay.
Must have ran out of battery.
There you go.
I got my little selfie light. I didn't want to go get my big light. I must get about 10. The jam I'm seeing about 1 to 2 a week.
Really?
The OC and Crafty Mac almost never.
Customer emails. Customer emails. You only get the shitty ones, and those are about once every 3 or 4 weeks. You get one.
But majority of them are Google reviews.
You get I don't see any other ones.
Right.
Facebook has the option, but it's not as popular. So that'd be like the only other thing.
So do you feel like people use Google reviews quite a bit on determining what restaurants they're going to go to or not go to?
I do.
Yeah, I think so. I think people have learned that Yelp reviews are
bogus
and bought.
Okay.
If I see a 5-star Yelp review, I know it's bought in a bougie place, and there's no way I'm going anywhere near it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I don't pay attention to Yelp. Yep. I don't pay any attention to Yelp reviews.
Google though.
Google's good. We finally just got our Google page activated, after 4 acts of God. Finally, Trump in office, he was able to sign an executive order to
Well,
get it
I
in.
knew.
Oh, he got it.
Yeah,
He'll get it done.
I had to call
Stop.
him, and he finally got it signed in so we could get it.
He'll get an executive
approved.
order for it.
He got it done.
He'll do
On
a
to the
good
next
job.
thing.
I saw one of your famous DoorDash clusterfucks today.
You did?
Yeah. I was
What do you
at
mean?
Culver's, and I was setting
Oh.
up towards the front, and there was this husband and wife, and they had their DoorDash bag.
Yeah.
And had their DoorDash bag, and they had a speakerphone, had their phone on speaker talking to somebody loud.
Yeah.
And then every now and then they'd have to get the store manager to come over and get on the phone, and he'd go, "Could I put this on regular?" "Oh, yeah." And then as soon as they'd get it back, they'd put it on speakerphone. But some kind of disaster with DoorDash, and I thought of you guys.
Oh yeah, we had a stolen DoorDash the other day. I was at the chicken, and all of a sudden, some gal comes in and goes, "Where's this order?" And Alex was there, so he got right in and goes, "That order picked up like half hour ago," and somebody was in to pick it up again. Well, some DoorDasher come in to pick up an order because we just set them by the back door and happened to just swipe the second order.
So you think he stole the second one?
Oh, I guarantee he did. Because there was 2 orders sitting up there, and we don't really go check them in and out there. We just
Are
we
you
got to
going
put a
to
camera. And so, Alex says, "Boy, I wish I would have known. I wish I could have seen," because there was a couple of them, could have seen which one it was or a camera on it, because he said because you can go in and blacklist them so they can't pick up there.
Mm-hmm.
If you see something wrong. But, oh, yeah, that crap happens. And then you got to fight getting it, back.
Yeah.
Are you almost as well off just to say the hell with it and eat it, and
Well, no,
instead of going through the battle of getting your money back?
No, I mean, they're actually, it's not bad.
No,
I
you
mean,
get your money back.
You can get your money back when things like that happen. They
Really?
got so much profit built into that damn thing that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They do a pretty
So
good job.
they can
Yeah.
do it.
I mean, you might sometimes they won't. Sometimes they give it to you as app credit, so you can put it towards the next order. And sometimes you won't get the full refund. It kind of just is based off the situation.
Right.
But yeah, for the most part, they try to give you at least something back.
But you're still doing a lot of DoorDashes, Darren.
Oh my God, we're consistently $10,000 a week out of Smokey D's.
That's incredible.
Isn't that crazy?
Have I ever told you guys about what were you gonna say, Randy?
Do you see it increase during this cold weather? I'm sure.
I don't know that we saw an increase because, when it's really cold out, some of the DoorDash, they don't have a lot of DoorDashers either because they're kind of wimps too.
Right.
When the weather gets bad or whatever. So
sure.
No, I mean, it's pretty consistent. I watch the reports and I mean, it runs like 90, 200 to 10 grand, just kind of every week.
Do you think you would have had that business anyway if you didn't have DoorDash?
No, I'd have zero of that business.
So you feel like 10 grand off the top would be lost if you didn't have DoorDash?
Oh yeah, there's no doubt that. I mean, those are people that are laying on their couch that would have ordered somewhere else.
Huh.
I mean, we just turned on online ordering at the Jam. We haven't turned on DoorDash or anything, but we turned on online ordering at the Jam. We're just trying to do segments. And we turned online ordering just secretly. Nobody knew about it. We didn't publish it. We didn't do anything. We don't even have the website with the link out. And, the first week we got a couple orders and we got $40, whatever. Hell, we're doing anywhere $200-300 a day now in online ordering. And it's because now it's posted on the Google page, online order. So when they go search for us, they can find the online ordering link and do it. And I mean, it's just another order in our system.
Are you going to do DoorDash It's My Jam?
At some point, if we, I mean, there's only so much capacity there.
Okay.
DoorDash adds more complexity because it is a lot more paperwork in the office. You got more stuff, but then again, it is added sales and I'm an added sales guy.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see where online ordering takes us. We'll see where catering takes us. We'll see. That's part of the reason why I got to get out of Des Moines into Florida so my brain can explode and think.
That's incredible that you would lose 10 grand off the top a week.
Yeah.
If you didn't have DoorDash.
Isn't that crazy?
What do you end up paying DoorDash? Or you don't pay them anything, do you?
No, I mean, they charge us 21%, so we mark up our rates I think it's 29% to pay for it.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, we're a net, it doesn't matter. It's a net to us, zero.
You're a little bit to the good anyway.
Well, we end up, we got more administrative cost of balancing and all that stuff.
Okay.
So do we come out straight even? No, we probably lose a little bit of money on it, but it's still worth it.
Sure.
Yeah. It's fun. You want to know another fun fact? I was looking last year. We spent $250,000 on Webstront.
That doesn't surprise me.
Isn't that crazy?
Doesn't surprise me a bit. I haven't looked up what I spent last year, but I bet you in correlation, I took all my paper goods to Webstront.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
I actually think it would be more.
Yeah. Oh, I think it'll grow. Because every time it's just, I don't know. They're getting better. I think their delivery time, it used to be 3, 4, 5 days. And now, shit, we're ordering stuff and in 2 days it's here.
Now, see, we used to be that way, and we're not, things are slowed down a little bit for us.
Huh. Are you trying to, Emma burn herself with a curling iron? She's got a hot date. Got a hot date.
Afternoon date.
No, it's dinner.
Afternoon date.
Where are you going for dinner?
We're cooking.
Oh.
We are making stuffed bell peppers and Brussels sprouts.
What are you going to stuff them with?
So, Mexican rice, cheesy Mexican rice, Mexican style cheese, and Lane
Mexican
Lane
style
got some
cheese.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like
a lot of gassy stuff there for having a date.
Yeah, no kidding.
Brussels sprouts.
Well, not all of us are lactose intolerant.
I'm not saying lactose intolerant.
I got a steel stomach. I ain't worried about
Brussels sprouts and bell peppers and Spanish rice. That'll light your ass up if you're not careful.
Can't say that's a problem for me.
Okay.
But yeah, and so the what are they called? The meat locker right up the street from the Jam. What one is it?
Fairway?
No. The
bougie one?
Yeah.
I haven't been up by the Yankee Clipper.
I don't know. It's like right by where the card shop is. So,
the Berkshire Pork Place.
Yes, that place.
Berkwood Farms.
Yes. Yep, that place. Berkwood Farms. So they are into the trading card stuff as well, and so they give like Lane and some of his coworkers and stuff free pork and beef and things for helping them out with their card stuff.
I'm telling Nick. I'm telling on Nick.
Well, I'm sure he knows. But so Lane got some Wagyu beef, some ground Wagyu beef that he wants to use. So we're using that. We're gonna make stuffed bell peppers and Brussels sprouts. Mm-hmm.
I had a conversation this morning about Wagyu beef with the guys at breakfast. So do you think I should put a Wagyu burger on the menu at the Jam? And they're like, yeah, we'd pay a premium for a Wagyu burger. I'm like, well, hell, I can get Wagyu burgers cheap.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got a pretty good line.
I got a good relationship. I could probably get Wagyu burgers pretty cheap. Should we add that value added? Are people willing to pay that in a neighborhood cafe and a lot of times I've thought about Smokey D. Should we be putting a griddle top in the kitchen? We don't have one, But could I take out my 10 burner stove and go to a 6 burner and put in a 36-inch griddle top and offer a smash burger once a week or maybe all the time? I don't know. And offer.
Would you do the smash burger instead of the smoke burger that you already do?
Yeah, smoke burger is pretty popular. But,
yeah, that's what I mean. Would you do 2 burgers?
But I wouldn't do the smoke burger every day. Personally, I'm not a fan of the smoke burger. People love it. I'm not a fan.
It's a thick boy.
It's a big boy. It's a thick burger. It's just a different style burger, right? I prefer a smash burger. And I think the burger that we create at the Jam is amazing. Now, we don't smash it all the way at the Jam either. Not the way I intended it to. But
do you think that makes it better or worse?
I don't know. I mean, I think we're cooking a good, solid burger there. Mm-hmm. And so they don't smash it the way that I intended to do, but it's fine. The way it's coming out, people love it. And when they eat the burger, they like it.
What I still think about is the smash burger mac and cheese from the Crafty Mac way back when. That used to be my shit.
I'm not even sure. Are we still serving that? I should probably check it. We don't.
I don't think you've been. I think I was still there when we took that one off the menu.
Yeah.
But that was a good one.
Yeah, so I don't know. Food, but back to talking to a lot of customers, almost every customer had the same opinion. They love the food, and Darren should raise his prices.
Really?
Every last one of them. And Darren should raise his prices.
Is Darren going to raise his prices?
No, I don't think so. You know, it's like, and I was telling him, I'm like, yeah, I could raise my prices, but we're turning great volume, and it's a lot cheaper for us to produce stuff because we make it from scratch.
Right.
You know, I was giving him, for example, my sausage. You know, my sausage only cost us a little over $2 a pound because of the grind and the seasoning and whatever. And it's not, you know, we got some labor in there, but I'd be surprised if we were over $2.25 a pound all in. Right. Whereas if I were buying that sausage, I'd be $3.50, $4 a pound.
Sure.
You know, so I can sell it cheaper. Now I could take advantage of that, but I just like to see people enjoy homemade food. And so why? You know, do I need to? I don't know. Half of me is just kind of in this for the fun of it anyway.
Right.
Right? I mean, I just like to see customers happy. If I can get them a good value meal, like Smokey D's, shit, we haven't raised prices in how many years? Christ. And that's a special instance, you know, because we're scaled. We're scaled already. We're not in a position where we have to do that, you know, and that's not most of our listeners. I know that. You know, so they can't necessarily relate, but I don't know. I just love food. And people just ask about the menu, and I can go, for instance, the peanut butter pie I made, you know, on Sunday.
Tell us about that. How'd that turn out?
Well, it's just, I saw that Big Bob Gibson's was in business 100 years this past week.
Right.
So, of course, what do we think about? We think about Big Bob Gibson's. I think about peanut butter pie.
Sure.
And, of course, we only get that peanut butter pie like once every 2 years, right? And it's probably been years since you've had it, Randy.
Yeah.
And so I'm like looking around. I'm like, I wonder if I could make that peanut butter pie. And so I set out, and I had got a meringue recipe from a friend that Amanda had made a pie with. It turned out really well. And so I'm like, I wonder if I could do this. So I was out on Reddit, and I was searching, and I found an old peanut butter pie recipe from Decatur, Alabama. I'm like, this looks very familiar. So I kind of looked at it. I'm like, I wonder if I can make this. So I went up and stole one of Amanda had a pie crust in the freezer. So I went and stole it. And she had actually some pudding that was in the refrigerator she made. So I stole that. And then I made this peanut butter mixture, put it in the bottom of that, made my meringue and put the thing and took it to family dinner. And I only took a half a bite of it, but I'm like, boy, this is about as close as you're going to get. And so then on Monday I went in and I took it in, and I was like, whoa, this is pretty good. And I'm like, hey, why don't you replicate this and we'll serve it at the breakfast restaurant.
Right.
And so we did, sold it. And so
They
now
sell pretty good.
Easy to make. Yeah. I mean, we sold all but 2 pieces the first day, and then we sold the rest of it the next day. But
so now would this be considered a cream pie or just a pudding pie?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I guess because it had pudding in it, but it also had a meringue top.
Right. So I don't know whether you'd consider that a cream pie or not.
I don't know.
This is gonna be a questionable thing to Google.
I guess it would say depends.
Just depends on what type of situation you're in.
Right.
What are you coming up with, Emma?
They call it a cream pie.
A cream pie?
Mm-hmm. Oh well, this one says pudding pie. It just kind of depends on who you ask, I guess.
Just depends who you ask. Opinions like assholes. Everybody's got one.
Especially in that department.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of split 50-50 between cream and pudding. And no, what was the acronym last week? NSFW? Yeah.
No, it was HTR. Hold the rope.
No,
Hold the rope.
No, the NS when you're Googling.
Oh, not for work. NFW.
Yeah.
NSFW, not for work. That seems like something
safe for work.
Not safe for work. NSFW.
NSFW.
Piece of aluminum.
I can tell she's
pieces.
been on Reddit all week long.
I haven't actually even opened it since you said that. I meant to, and I forgot.
Randy has.
I'm sure he has.
He's been watching midget porn.
Who, me? I haven't been on Reddit at all. I haven't even set up my account yet.
Your face is getting red. Why are you lying to us?
No, I'm not. Swear to God.
No, you don't really need an account.
Swear to
Hand
God.
on a stack of Bibles.
Yeah,
Or
just
not.
kind of like Trump.
No.
Put his hand on the stack of Bibles.
Raina? No. I'm not
Makes
talking about
everything
it.
honest engine.
Funny story. This isn't political. Well, funny story. Here comes a customer. So the breakfast restaurant I go to was closed on Monday.
Right.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day?
Well, they had, or was it Monday or Tuesday?
Well,
They had a little bit of a plumbing issue. They had a drain that got froze, and it was backing up water.
Been there, done that.
They closed. So I show up for breakfast. Nobody's in the parking lot. What the crap? Maybe I think it was Tuesday. So they show up, and so then I'm like, well. So my buddies they're like, he sends me a message saying, "Hey, Ankeny Cafe closed. I'm going to the gym." I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, I'll just head back to the jam. So I head back to the jam, and he's there. I'm like, what do you say? You said you were going to the gym. He says, no, I said I was going to the jam. Like, he says I was talking. I was like, okay, fine. So I go in there. Well, then here walks one of the other customers in, and old Jerry sits at the front counter, and he's got like 5 of our women around, and he's been on TV before, and he's a very charismatic guy. And he goes, "My God, we're having a great day, aren't we? Had a great day yesterday, didn't we? Oh, Trump, whatever." And I said, "Jerry, cut it, Jerry." "What?" He goes, "You got 5 women around you. No talking politics, buddy. No talking politics, Jerry. Just cut it." And he just kept going and going, and they're all taking it with just stride, whatever. And he just kept going and going, and I don't know just kind of like the old 75-year-old guy that just doesn't get it.
Yeah, just keeps going and going.
I'm like, well, Jerry, here's how it works. I don't care whether you're Republican or Democrat because everybody's got to eat, right? That's the way it works in my book, right?
Exactly.
And there's people on the right and there's people on the left and there's everybody else that's just like all of us. We're all in the middle and we all agree on 99% of everything. And Emma's going, what?
Huh?
Emma's going, we only agree on 92%.
if even that.
Oh, yeah. We just got to talk you into more stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about.
So you're going to put the
else.
peanut butter pie on full blast.
Oh, it's on rotation.
Okay, so you only do certain pies certain days?
No. So we've been doing a couple pies every day. And so, like today, Amanda's like, "Hey, you want to do a blueberry pie?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever."
Oh,
So today we threw blueberry pie in there, and we sold 4 slices of blueberry, and we did a coconut cream today, and we had peach. I think we sold out of the peach today, and we sold
Did you
half
really?
of the And then so tomorrow, I think we ordered up. They said, "What are we going to do?" And I said, "Let's do apple and banana cream tomorrow."
Is apple your most favorite pie? The most popular pie?
No, coconut cream sells out almost every single time.
I can believe that.
I think that's probably the worst pie in the world.
I know you don't like it.
I don't even like to cut it.
You know what pie you should get?
To do with it.
Lemon meringue. What? Let's throw one of those on there. Lemon meringue pie.
Yep, that's on Amanda's list. She's trying to figure out the lemon filling.
Well, when she gets that one down, tell her to bring it over. Just bring it home, and I'll taste it.
The lemon meringue, because I think she said that was kind of her favorite too.
Yeah, it's the only pie I eat. I will not eat any other kind of pie.
Not even apple or gooseberry or anything.
Nope, texture thing.
Gooseberry, So we're trying to source gooseberries too, because there's a lot of gooseberry lovers out there.
Yeah,
we can't source gooseberries quite yet.
Well, I thought I had a place for her to do
them. They still haven't figured it out, evidently.
Well, I'll be damned.
I'll be damned. Anyway,
I thought I had her lined up with some through
Michigan. Dot. Yeah, through Michigan. I don't know.
It is kind of hither thither. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Kind of in the mood to change some things up. Kind of in the mood. I was thinking about this Monday special isn't selling the hot turkey sandwich. We don't sell a lot of hot turkey sandwich.
Now, is this at the Jam or
at the Jam? Yeah, at the Jam. Oh, we don't.
But you sell a lot of it at the barbecue restaurant.
We sell the shit out of it on Sunday at the barbecue restaurant. But Monday, I'm like, we just don't sell much at the Jam of it. It's the one that we don't sell a lot of. But customer said, it is Monday. I said, yeah, you make a good point. Maybe we shouldn't even have a daily special on Monday. But it is kind of okay because we cook the turkey and then we cool it down. Then we kind of use that for our sliced turkey and our sandwiches for the week.
Sure.
But it does serve a purpose. But people keep talking about meatloaf, but then half the people I talk to say, but meatloaf's one of those things that either people love it or hate it. And the people that love it don't necessarily love your meatloaf.
They got their moms.
They just love their moms. Yeah, Randy.
I agree.
So I don't know.
So when do you determine when you are going to drop something?
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to go do a little bit of analysis. I never do, but I need to. I need to do a reprint of the menu. There's a couple things I need to change, but
this is something that used to drive me absolutely crazy. Because he constantly is like, our menu's too big. And I'm like, cut something. He's like, no, I won't cut anything. We had a specials menu that we literally changed the name to as not so special specials because they never leave. They're on the menu at all times.
Well, the problem is you put a special on, it sells so well, you don't want to piss anybody off.
It's like the McRib.
Because I'm so customer-centric.
Oh, you think McDonald's isn't? It's like the McRib. They only bring it around. Or the Shamrock Shake.
Did you just say McDonald's is customer centric?
Well,
do you think McDonald's gives one shit about their customers?
Okay.
If they did, maybe they would get the order right next time somebody ordered it.
Okay, I hear you, but they do specials the way you're supposed to do a special. A special.
They do
LTOs.
They do LTOs, limited time offerings.
Which is what a special. That's what it was. That's what they were supposed to be. Like the barbecue burrito, that was supposed to be on the menu for 1 month, 3 years ago.
Yeah, but we sell like 30 of them a day.
Well, then move it.
It'd be a revolt.
Then then you say, okay, you guys can only have this. Like, okay, let's look at our Lenten specials. Your fish. That was supposed to be for a slotted time period.
But we sell a lot of it.
The whole point is that it's special. You get more. You'll sell more of it if they can only have it sometimes. Because then they'll be like, I have to go and get it only in this time frame, or else it'll be gone. It just drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. It just doesn't make any sense. And that's my opinion on that.
What do you think, Randy? Do you yank something away from customers when they like it?
No.
It's not yank. It's not yank.
No. It is yank.
It's not. It's we told you that we will have this for a limited time. No. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a good example here of like, it's like, you know what? It's like Christmas. You can't have Christmas all the time. You can have Christmas for, well, some people think 3 months. You get it 1 month. The month of December is Christmas. Okay?
No, Christmas is one day.
Okay, Christmas Day. You get Christmas Day every year. You get 1 day where you get Christmas. Or like any holiday. Like it's just.
So why is there Easter candy out right now and it's not even Valentine's Day?
I don't know, because people are crazy.
Because they want to buy it. So you might as well give it to them so they can buy it.
Yeah, but like the candy's a little different because that's like stock to like have ready for that day.
The other side of the story is I have excess chopped brisket that I need to move. That's why the brisket burrito was developed.
Yes. Whatever.
Right?
Whatever. Do what you want to do. Just don't call it you just can't be calling all of these. I mean, you don't anymore because I doubt you've done one in a long time, but we can't be calling specials when they're not special.
I'm thinking about coming out with something.
Or you could do like Mike did. He used to always call it a featured item.
Featured.
That's what a lot of places do too.
Instead of a special, just call it a featured item.
This is our featured item.
He said, don't ever call it a special. He says everything's special that you have on your menu. But just have a featured item.
Okay.
Doesn't that sound like Mike?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go look at, let's go to the ornery chicken's toast.
Oh, don't even talk about the ornery chicken.
I'm going to. Because I know that this is the one that really, there's no such thing as a specialty item on that bad boy. There should be.
Yeah. Oh, that's just lack of attention.
Well. Oh, what a beautiful sandwich. I took that picture, Randall.
That's nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then she quit.
It's true, I did.
Quitter.
And I haven't had to check my pulse since.
So what else exciting is going on that we have to take our pulse for?
Oh, you guys did change the name from specials to featured specials.
We did?
At least that's what it says on here. Featured specials.
Yeah.
However, the featured specials are the hot honey clucker, which have been on the menu since I was there. I took those pictures. The home style. That's been 2 years.
Yeah, so people are still walking through the door and ordering the shit.
Yeah, but they're just not special anymore. Like, now that it says featured specials, that's a little bit different, but not really. The handhelds, are those still coming off the menu for a certain time period, or are those on the menu 24/7 now?
We haven't changed a shitting thing.
Are they selling though?
Yeah.
Well, then don't fuck with it.
I just think
don't fuck with it.
It would be different. And maybe better. If you guys did just give them, it's just, you gotta just it's like making people work for it, you know? You just gotta make them work for it a little bit.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You gotta make it easy for them to buy.
I mean, I know that I'm probably the unpopular opinion in this, but from a marketing standpoint, it used to drive me nuts. Because I would market it as a special, and then all of a sudden it was like, JK,
hey,
I guess we're keeping it.
We did a limited time cherry Pop-Tart, went away.
Did it go away, or is it a secret menu item?
No, it went away.
So because
guess what's coming out tomorrow?
What's that?
A limited time blueberry Pop-Tart.
Ooh, I bet you that'll be good.
So It's My Jam's doing it right.
Right.
But they all should be.
I'm thinking about doing an online-only breakfast bowl where they can't order it in-house, but only online.
Now, what's your thought pattern on that?
I don't know. Just for the hell of it. Because I don't want to. I don't want to buy a bowl. I don't want to buy a bowl to do it in house, and I think it's probably tacky to serve it not in a bowl in house,
right?
In a to-go bowl.
Well, yeah.
Even though we do that all the time at Smokey D's, but I mean,
that really got me worked up.
I know.
I really have to do a pulse
We're gonna
check.
have to title this son of a bitch "Fucking Darren Gets a Lecture."
Yeah.
It's not it wasn't. That's not what I meant.
I think she's been lecturing. Well, if she was lecturing me, maybe she shouldn't have quit.
Maybe, yeah. She had all the answers.
I didn't quit. I mean, I did, but we parted ways amicably. Look at us. We're still hanging out once a week. This week twice.
Whenever she wants to.
Whenever. Okay, Mister. Oh well, I gotta go to Kansas City to be all inducted into some barbecue Hall of Fame again or whatever. Sorry guys, we gotta record on a Thursday because I might not make it on Sunday. That's what I have to say about that.
Huh.
Things that make you go, huh.
Things that make me go,
What's the best thing you ate this, Randy? Let's get her off this damn subject. What's the best thing you had to eat this week?
I don't know. I didn't have I've been still battling this cold. Today's the first day I felt better about this cold. And I've been kind of in rest R&R.
R&R?
Been eating a lot of soup?
I got to Sam's the other day, and I bought so much friggin' cold medicine. You could sleep all day, and I've got enough medicine. If you take it, it'll put you to sleep that night.
Horse tranquilizers.
Yeah. And I bought 3 different boxes of shit, and because I was tired of coughing during the night and stuff, but I'm getting better now. So
all you got to do is put Alka-Seltzer cold medicine, plop, fizz. Take, drop some at night, drop some in the morning. You'll never cough at any time.
Alka-Seltzer?
I think my favorite part of this podcast is how often Randy takes notes.
He's a
you ought to
smart
see
guy.
me. I know I can't remember jack shit, so I better take notes.
It is. That's
I can't
more
remember
like
jack
it.
shit, but don't worry. I'll just ask.
Or you won't ask, and then you'll tell us about it all over again.
Yeah, I know. That's the way my memory is.
But
so you haven't eaten
okay.
anything good? Sherry, last night I get home and I was like, hey, what do you want for dinner? My normal.
Yeah.
Well, I had dinner. I had lunch at 1:30. I'm probably not eating. I'm like, oh, okay. So instantly my mind goes, what does Sherry hate? Because I'm going to take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I'm trying to figure out, okay, what's healthy? What's in the pantry? Man, you got the croup.
I've got the fucking croup.
So anyway, I decided on tuna noodle casserole.
Ooh, hoochie mama.
But I had to modify because I had egg noodles and I had tuna. I really didn't have any cheese, but I had a little thing of nacho cheese, a little miniature thing of nacho cheese, and I didn't have any peas, but I had some green beans.
Right.
So I just threw it together. Actually turned out pretty damn good. I only had a little small serving of it, because I was counting my calories, so I didn't want to get overdo it.
There's nothing better than tuna noodle casserole.
It was, yeah. I took the leftovers into.
Oh, I love it.
Into the ordinary chicken this morning and left them early. It was good. It was. I probably haven't had it in a long 20 years.
We haven't had it for a while
time.
either. Marla usually makes up a pretty mean batch of it.
Oh man, it was good. It was truly good. Even with nacho cheese in it, it was good.
Well, she did make some hamburger soup yesterday for supper.
Ooh,
cheeseburger
that sounds good.
Or hamburger?
Cheeseburger soup.
That sounds
cheeseburger
good.
soup, and that was pretty tasty.
Yeah,
that
real
would be
tasty.
Good.
Yeah, I had aspirations. They called me yesterday, and their yield on their batch of chicken and noodles for the school kids was way over, and they had like a gallon extra. I'm like, what do you want to do with this? And I'm like, well, how about I just make up some onions and carrots and celery with some broth, and I'll just make a batch of chicken noodle soup out of it.
Right.
And we'll sell chicken noodle soup. And I'm like, and then this morning I'm like, fuck it. Take it to 2nd Avenue and put it in the merchandiser and sell it. Because I ran out of time.
Speaking of time, have we got anything else to chat about?
Well, depends.
Depends.
Do
you have an acronym?
Do you have
No,
an acronym?
I don't have an acronym.
What?
I don't have one. I'm taking sick leave on it. I just into subject. I don't have it.
No, it was not.
Didn't come up with one.
Well, you're going to have to warn us about this, Randy.
I have another word.
I had a word, but
it's okay.
But I don't want to use it.
I think that this is a good time to decide that the acronym of the week shall be cut.
Let's put it on reserve, injured reserve.
Okay.
And then if I come up with a good one during the week's time, I'll pull it out for the next.
We'll just randomly do it. It won't be a segment anymore.
No, it won't be a segment or anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
Boy,
I think that's better.
That was short-lived. Would you come up with 2 of them?
Okay, first of all, we have been doing the acronym segments for a minute.
Like
okay,
4 of them?
Go on with your words so we can beat it up.
Okay, so this is my mom sent this to me. She said this sounds like a Twyford word. I'm gonna just play the audio.
The day
Here we go.
Is dipshitiot. When you're a dipshit and an idiot. Dipshitiot.
Dipshitiot.
Dipshitty. I can't believe Amanda said that about you.
That's almost offensive.
No, she was saying it was a Twyford. It sounds like a Twyford word in like a word that's made up.
Sounds like Twyford.
I thought she's
But
calling me a
also,
dipshitty.
she might have been a little bit. Who knows?
Well, that wasn't very nice.
Dipshitty. Man, what does she watch on Instagram?
I don't know. She sent me a bunch of those. She sent me the pool-lingual, dipshitiot.
She's not sending you those during the day, is she?
No.
Okay.
She's not. Because I get them later in the evenings.
Off the clock time.
Scrolling. Yeah.
When she's sitting in the hot tub.
She actually just tried to call me. So.
She's
off
the clock.
Yeah, I know. I called her earlier. So, okay, well, this was an episode.
Called Emma
Eats Darren's ass.
Eats Darren's ass.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Darren gets in trouble.
Darren gets in trouble. Emma takes Darren to school.
I just got passionate. Okay.
Darren gets reprimanded, even though he's running a $10 million outfit.
Right.
I'm sorry that I blew up on your use of the word specials.
That's okay.
You've had worse, haven't you, Darren?
Oh, fuck.
Fuck yes.
Okay.
Can remember the time and again.
Remember that time? Remember that time that woman didn't get her ribs and sent her husband in?
Yeah, that's right.
I can't believe that was still this episode. Okay. Well, if you haven't already, follow us on social media at Cue the Mic Pod. Find us on YouTube at Cue the Mic Podcast. And do this fun thing. Go scroll all the way back and see how much we've all changed since we started doing this. Because we looked at that before we hit record, and it was quite entertaining.
It's scary.
And scary. But anyway, that is all we have.
Back when Randy was healthy, too.
Yeah,
no kidding. All right, that's all we got for you. And this was episode 93. Randy?
Boom. Out of here. Done. Finished.
Man, you can tell he's getting older. He's got a little premature. Boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right. We will see you guys next week.